Hello! So today I'm going to start my cosplay tip series, and it's basically going to be a series where I share things that I've learned throughout cosplay, things that have worked for me, just some tips that are really helpful. And most of the episodes will have 10 tips. There will be the occasional episode that will probably have more, but this one's just going to have 10. And pardon me if I look down, I have them written down so that I can remember what they all are, since I'm horrible at remembering things. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, for the first one, I just want to say something important. This isn't so much a tip as it's just something that's important for cosplay in general. It doesn't matter if you buy or make your costume. It doesn't make you any less of a cosplayer. So whether you make your cosplay or whether you buy it, you are still a cosplayer. I just feel like that really needs to be addressed because I feel like there's kind of a stigma in the community, and it's just buying or making, you are a cosplayer. And the next thing, you can cosplay anything you want. It doesn't matter what your body type is, what your gender is, what your height is, what your skin tone is. You can cosplay whatever you want and just have fun with it, because the very essence of cosplay is just having fun. I mean, it's costume and play put together, so just have fun. And now to start with the tips, I wanted to say, for one, there's an app that you can download for your phone. It's called Cosplanner. And this has helped me big time. Alright, so let me start this up. And in the app, you can, like, not only does it help you budget your cosplay, but you can write down all the pieces. There's different sections in it for if you're buying or making the piece. And there's a to buy section, and there's to make section. And then you can put the percentage of how much you have left to make or how much you have done. And then you put the cost of each piece. And this is what it looks like. And here you have your character that you're cosplaying. And you have the character name. Then Legend of Zelda underneath, since Zelda's from that. And then right here you can see to buy. And I have the ears, and then there's the cost of them over there. And then there's all of the pieces, and then you just put the percentage down. And as you can see, the Rose Wand from Hyrule Warriors I would like to make, but it's not finished yet. So it's 0% on that. And then it'll also show you the percentage of your cosplay being done. Zelda says 91%. But she's technically done, but because I had that Rose Wand at 0%, it takes that down to 91. And then you can just have all your characters there. You can keep it organized. It helps you budget. So you can just see some of the things that I'm planning on cosplaying. So this is a really helpful app. You can stay organized. You can kind of budget through it. And you can post progress pictures in it. Like, there's a section for reference images. Then there's the process pictures. And I have 2 for Ray in there right now. And then you can also put, like, events that you're gonna wear it at, too. And then there's also a task section, and let me see if I can get it to focus there. There we go. So yeah, it's a very helpful app, and I highly recommend it. It has helped me a lot to just stay organized, because then I don't have to think, okay, what do I have left to make for this cosplay? It's really helpful. And if you remember a piece that you need to make that you forgot about, since usually you keep your phone on you, you can just quickly whip it out and type that in quick so that you remember. It's really helpful, so yeah. Alright, and so the next tip is it's really helpful to have a mannequin, but not everybody can afford to actually get a mannequin, me included. So there is a nice way. I'm gonna link one of the tutorials below because I don't want to go into it too much in this because I don't want this video to be really long. But anyways, you can make a duct tape mannequin. You just need a t-shirt and duct tape. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that you need? Oh, you'll need a friend to help you with this so that you can get wrapped up. So anyways, I'll link below the duct tape mannequin video so that you can hear about it properly. But anyways, this is my duct tape mannequin, and I used Galaxy duct tape for the last layer. It's just cheap duct tape underneath of it, but it's for the final layer I want it to look nice, so I used Galaxy duct tape. So don't mind that it has my Dorothy blouse on it right now. And one thing that I find really beneficial about a duct tape mannequin is that because it was made pretty much from your body, because you're having someone wrap around your body, so you get your body shape. So what's helpful about having it made with your body shape is that it's easier to tell if the cosplay is going to fit you. I mean, you still want to test it on yourself though, you don't want to just use a mannequin, but because it's your body, you'll be basically draping fabric or trying on the outfits on a replica of your body. So it is helpful in that regard too. Alright, number 3. There are websites that you can blow up images and make them bigger so that you can print them out on multiple pieces of paper. Then you can just tape it together and you've got a poster-sized picture of your reference. I'll show you an example of that in a minute. So I'll link some of these websites below, and they're very helpful because I've blown up a lot of images of like Zeldas, and I have a nice big reference image so I can see the things more clearly. And one of those websites I believe is called Rasterbator. I will link that below, and I'm going to show you an example of one of these things.
Baby, honeys.
Alright, so here is one of the Zelda images that I blew up on one of those websites, and it's printed out on multiple pieces of paper and it's just taped together. And it's been really helpful. Zelda again. So it's just really helpful to have these images blown up because you can see the details better. Alright, so this next tip is more of an opinion, and other people will probably have different views on this, and that's fine, but this is what I personally believe. You can cosplay anything no matter what your skill is. Like, if you want to make a really difficult cosplay, just go for it. Do your research and try. You really have nothing to lose, and even if you fail, it's not really a failure because every failure it brings you closer to being able to do it the next time, and every failure is a lesson, and you always learn something from any mistake. So really, mistakes they're not a bad thing because you always learn from them. It seems like they're a bad thing at the time, but they actually are not. I hope that made sense. So even if you're not as skilled in like sewing or armor making, just go for it because it's a learning process, and it's fun to try to learn something new for every cosplay you make. But yeah, this is more of an opinion. And one example of this is when I made my Zelda cosplay. A lot of the stuff that I did, not the Ocarina one, but my Twilight Princess cosplay, which was this one, a lot of things that I did on that cosplay, I did not have any idea what I was doing. So, and I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. And I mean, you can always remake it somewhere down the line if you weren't happy with it. But you always learn something, and I just find that so important. And I feel like I've learned faster through just doing what I want rather than building it up. I mean, if you're more comfortable building it up and starting with something small, do it. Just whatever you're comfortable with, just do that. This is just my opinion, and it's just how I've learned. So, but whatever your comfort level is, just do that. So, that's more of a personal choice. Alright, and my next tip kind of piggybacks off the last one a little bit. Don't be afraid to try a new technique. Honestly, for every cosplay I do, I try to learn a new technique for every one, because it's really fun and it really gives you a sense of accomplishment when you learn something new. So it's a fun challenge to do. It's, like I said, it's just like the other one. It's a personal choice. You don't need to do it. It's just the way I like to do things. I like to just try something new with every cosplay, even if it's something really small. And the next one is, when you're breaking down an outfit, you can sketch it out, and that really helps you get an idea of how the outfit's built and crafted. And if you don't have the resources to sketch something out, you can look at other cosplayer sketches, because a lot of cosplayers do these sketches, and just looking at their sketches it also helps you out and gives you an idea. And the next one is, don't be afraid to ask a cosplayer how they made something, because most cosplayers will be more than happy to help. Most people love to share how they made stuff and love to help others. So just don't be afraid to ask somebody how they made something. And this kind of also goes back to some of the past ones that I said. Don't be discouraged if something doesn't turn out how you want it to turn out, because you will improve with every little thing you make. Even if it's a mistake, you will still improve. So just don't be discouraged. You will get it eventually. And the next tip is pretty important. And this one I will probably make a separate episode for, and I just wanted to mention it here because it's pretty important. You want to make a budget, especially if you're buying all your cosplay stuff closer together, like at once, rather than have it spread out over the course of a couple years. So yeah, you'll want a budget because cosplay is expensive. And last but not least, this is very cliche, but have fun. As I mentioned before, the essence of cosplay is just having fun. It's costume and play. So just have fun making your cosplay, have fun acting out the character, just have fun. That is super important with cosplay. And here's a bonus, which I will be going into in a different episode. Make sure you take safety seriously, because when you're making cosplays, you often work with chemicals and some things that just aren't healthy. You need to take that you need to take that seriously and be safe about it. Don't be like me and spray paint, just breathe it in and get a headache and feel awful and need to take a nap. Don't do that. But I'm being more serious about it now, and I usually wear a mask. Safety is super important. Don't risk your health over cosplay. I know it's hard sometimes, but just don't do it. Alright, so that was it for episode 1. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I will definitely be making more of these because I really like sharing some of the things that I've learned through my experience. And the next episode will probably be on wigs. So I'll see you soon with that episode, and have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!